So recently, because of self-isolation and quarantine, I've had a lot of free time to paint. This is a specific picture. I've gotten into oil painting recently, so I wanted to practice on that a little bit. I found a couple images on Pinterest, including an orange, a bear skull, and some crystals that I wanted to use because of the shading that those objects require. Shading is definitely one of the biggest things that I've been meaning to practice in oil painting. And so here I was mixing colors a little bit, and you can see I am starting on the orange. I actually did not have a very bright orange color, so I ended up having to use a little bit of a more red tone and a bit of yellow to hopefully mix those together, and it turns out to look a little bit like a blood orange. However, I feel like it still fits the image and the color scheme fairly nicely. So oil painting is honestly one of the biggest, or I should say one of my most enjoyed mediums of art to use, along with watercolor and digital. So I believe you guys will probably be seeing a lot more oil paints on my channel in the future. I am definitely nowhere near an expert, and so you can definitely see me hopefully improving over the course of my channel, and for now it's just a little bit of my beginner art. I suppose I should probably talk about some of the materials I'm using. My paintbrushes and my palette knife are actually just from Amazon. I can leave a link down in the description from the specific ones that I bought. As you can see here, I actually have this very fancy paintbrush cleaner, and I will leave a link for that as well, that I use. It's one of the best paintbrush cleaners I have had. I completely recommend it. It gets acrylic, oil, watercolor, even Mod Podge off of your paintbrushes. And as you can see there, I am using the Rowney student grade oil paints. I don't quite have enough money for artist grade yet. However, the student grade are treating me amazingly. And I am particularly using the colors Payne's Gray, Titanium White, as well as Phthalo Green and Viridian Green. There are some reds, yellows, and purples in there as well, and I will leave those color names down in the description or put them up on the screen. Now, here you can see me beginning to start shading the bear skull. Something I should point out, and you will see a little bit further in the video, I actually used the reference to draw the bear skull, but did not have the reference open when I was painting it. And so although a couple of the line works that I have made just indicated specific shadows, I actually ended up giving the bear skull two eye sockets on one side. So we're going to call it an alien skull with crystals and an orange. It was something I definitely laughed at after I had realized, and to be completely honest, because of probably all of the stress during quarantine, didn't really have the willpower or didn't really feel like it was quite necessary to go back and fix that. I think it kind of adds to the character of the drawing as well, which I would always like to do. I also tried a very sad attempt at some paint mixing right here, and it was pretty fun to do and pretty fun to watch over again. Although I think next time I try to film myself paint mixing, I will have somebody else hold the camera so that it doesn't shake uncontrollably. I do also apologize, my head tends to get in the video feed quite often. I am going to work on that as well as I continue to create new videos. Now, for the crystal, I chose malachite. I think that it is a pretty good crystal for not only the drawing that I chose to create today, but also everything that we're going through as a global society right now with the stress because of COVID-19 and self-isolation. The malachite crystal is said to help reduce negativity as well as improve the immune system and one's ability to observe. So I think that it is a very good crystal just to, keep aware of your present surroundings, and it should help a lot of people's moods in the stressful time, as well as, having a healthy immune system is really all we can ask for during this time. I did actually struggle a bit in shading these crystals as, again, I chose not to use a reference. Because this is a drawing that I chose to do during quarantine, I thought that the relaxing effect of actually painting seemed a little bit more important than the outcome of the drawing itself. And I tend to not be incredibly perfectionistic when it comes to my art, so it was just very fun to enjoy learning how to shade these new colors and paint. I also was able to do a lot of color comps that I did not show in this video, which is where you make small thumbnails of your drawing and put together random colors for different parts of the drawing to see what color combination is the best. I chose orange, green, and purple. I feel like they're very not only complementary colors, they are also the tertiary colors, which means that they look very good together just based on color theory. And I think that over the time of my YouTube channel, hopefully I learn a lot more about art and the specific art techniques, and hopefully in the future I can teach you guys some of them. I know that I've also posted a lot of environmental videos on this channel, so I think a lot of it will hopefully just be bits of my life and tips and tricks on how you guys can participate in not only enhancing your creativity, but also making the environment and world a healthier, safer, more enjoyable space. It is incredibly important, especially during this time, for you guys to take care of yourselves, so please remember to try and incorporate your hobbies into your everyday schedule, whether that be painting or going for walks or reading, whatever it is you're enjoying, just be sure that you give yourself some time to relax. And this video looks like it's almost about over, and I don't really think that I have much else to say, so I just want to thank you guys so much for coming to my channel and listening to me blabber on a little bit while I paint one of my first oil paintings in about 6 months. So thank you guys again, and be sure to take care of yourselves so that you can take care of the planet. Have a wonderful day and stay safe.